Today, as Monsignor said, we celebrate the scrutinies. And if we were to define that word, it means to examine closely, to look at reality in what Jesus is saying and what our church is about. So what this gives us a chance to do with our candidates and our elect is to allow them to hear the Word of God in such a way that they can reminisce on their spiritual journey, their life journey. We have a timeline that we look at, and we always ask, where have I been, where am I now, and where am I going? And at this particular point, when we look at the woman of the well, we can actually see this sequence of events where the woman is confused about God. And she looks at the Samaritans, and she looks at the Jews, and says, I'm not sure where to go. But when the Messiah comes, he'll tell us everything. So what happens is that he says, I'm the one, and I have the living water. The water you're drinking, you're going to thirst again. And then he tells her who she is. She has to reassess her values. She not only has one husband, who is not her husband at the time, she has 5 others. We determine what kind of a life is she leading. But Jesus doesn't hold that against her. He says to her, I am the one. I'm the one that you come to. So she reconciles herself to God in Jesus. And her freedom and her joy is so great that she goes and tells the other people, and she even leaves her bucket at the well. She goes and she tells the people that she's met someone who just might be the Messiah. They come and they listen to him. And they come to the conclusion that Jesus is the Messiah, and not because of what she said, but because of what he said in his relationship with them for the 2 days that he spent there. When we talk about reconciliation and we evaluate our lives, there are times when we have an inner awareness that God is present in our lives and we don't know how to react to it. So we're either, let's say we do something sinful and we are ashamed of it. And so we come to church and we have this little bit of a little war going on inside of us. And like in the first reading, is God with us or isn't he? There's so much going on. There's so much happening. Is he with us or isn't he? And we forget that we have that living water living within us, that we can do something with this spirit and truth. And what the church has done for the whole diocese coming up, we're on March 20th and 21st, they'll be offering a special 6 hours of confessions here at Christ the King Parish. And all the other parishes in the diocese are going to be doing the same thing. And so this sacrament of penance will take place from 7 to 9 on Friday, March 20th, and from 10:30 to 12:30 p.m. and 1:30 to 3:30 p.m. on Saturday next, March 21st. In your bulletins, there's a handout on how to be being reconciled to God through the sacrament of reconciliation. If you're like myself, you have to look at this and reassess and reevaluate where you've been, where are you now, and where are you going. And this has the formula for going to confession, and it also has the act of contrition. And we know that the sacrament of penance has more or less fallen by the wayside, but this is an opportunity during this Lenten season to again reevaluate, reassess, and renew. God bless you all, and may we continue to grow in his love, peace, and joy.